if your father, mother, or loved one was arrested one day, thrown into a dangerous prison and not told what he or she was charged with for 18 days? What if witnesses lied just so they can lay claim on a $200,000 reward offered by the government, no less? This is a true story of such a man. His name is Claudio Guzman. He is an illegal prisoner. He has been charged with the outrageous crimes of kidnapping and torture. He has not been allowed to face his accusers, and no date for a trial has been set. But he is not alone. Thousands face the same injustice. Almost all are elderly. Over 300 have died waiting for a trial that never comes. Is this happening in North Korea, Iran, communist China? No, it is Argentina, a supposed free and democratic world nation. Claudio Guzman is a retired police detective with an impeccable career. He is a loving father, husband, and grandfather. He and his wife take in and care for abused animals. They are noble citizens of a country led by scoundrels.
Please state your name for the record.
Roberto Pedro Miramonte.
Begin your testimony.
Well, I was at home minding my own business when I hear a knock at the door. I opened and it was 4 pigs.
Cops.
Cops. Anyway, one of them identifies himself as Officer Bluma from Radio Command, that I had to come with them for questioning. Then they grabbed me and they threw me into a van.
Your Honor, Bluma is not the name of my client.
Do you want to talk to your witness? Yes, thank you, Your Honor. It's Guzman.
Oh yes, it wasn't Bluma, no, it was Cucus Guzman. That's the name they were yelling, Guzman.
Your Honor, this witness has no credibility. First, he changes names. Secondly, Mr. Guzman was never part of this radio command.
Overruled. Mr. Prosecutor, do you want a conference with your witness? It's operations.
Yes, oh yes, it was not a radio command unit, no, it was operations. That's what it was, operations.
Your Honor, operations was a stats department. The witness keeps changing his story. He should be impeached.
Don't tell me how to run my court, young lady. Overruled. Proceed, Mr. Miramonte.
Yes, like I was saying, so these big Bluma Guzman, they grab me and they throw me into a radio operation van. By the way, when do I get paid?
On the world stage, Argentina projects a modern, prosperous, and democratic face. The current administration of President Cristina Kirchner desperately wants her country to be respected as world-class, to be an equal to the countries of the West. But the propaganda gloss she paints hides a sinister reality, where old political scores are settled using the legitimacy of a national government and by bribing false accusers. A second witness, Miss Paula Blazer, has produced a letter which she claims was written by her grandmother regarding her mother, Laura Menzo's arrest and torture in 1975. In the years since, neither Laura nor her mother ever discussed who was responsible for her torture. Maria Salto was arrested with Manzo, and here testifies that she was blindfolded and never saw her tormentors during her ordeal.
Y después vamos a algún lugar que no sé, cuando para el auto y soy la primera que sale, con algo me vendan los ojos. Yo tengo los ojos vendados desde ahí hasta que me van a dejar en una comisaría y me van a sacar la venda o lo que sea que me ponen en los ojos, así que yo en realidad nunca, con mis ojos nunca vi a nadie. Lo que yo le voy a relatar a usted tiene que ver con mi percepción, con mis otros sentidos, con lo que yo estoy viviendo, no con la vista.
Kuhlman? Kuhlbach? Yes, phonetically speaking, we can see that the third man must have been Guzman. Yes, that makes perfect sense.
Your Honor, I ask that the court be allowed to compare handwriting samples from the grandmother, Miss Repetto.
Denied.
The Kirchner administration is fanatical in arresting every ex-military soldier, officer, every detective and street cop who worked during the years of the so-called dirty war.
State your name for the court.
Nestor Bertinet.
Proceed, Mr. Prosecutor. Mr. Bertinet, tell us what happened to you on the street in Buenos Aires 39 years ago.
I was walking down the boulevard, minding my own business, when 3 men approached and started to ask me questions.
And did they identify themselves to you?
One of them identified himself as Bluma.
No, you idiot, it's Guzman.
I object. This is an outrage.
Order in the court, order in the court. Now, Mr. Bertinet, there is no Bluma. It was Guzman who confronted you on the street, correct?
Kuzman. I remember now, it was Kuzman.
This is ridiculous.
Overruled. Proceed, Mr. Bertinet.
As I was saying, I was walking down the boulevard, minding my own business, when 3 men approached me and started to ask me questions.
Won't you call or write your congressman or senator today to let them know that innocent men and women sit in dangerous and filthy prisons, never getting a chance to face their lying accusers in Argentina? Or better still, won't you write directly to President Kirchner and ask her why she is doing this to innocent people, why she won't free Claudio Guzman?